Track's down here, mate, not up there.
Yeah, you're talking about the track that's up there.
Everything looks all right in these glasses, doesn't it? So,
Right, doesn't it? It's a bit patchy.
yeah, no, it's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be slicks, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I've been racing for 3 years now, so I'm still a beginner in major terms for a lot of people that have been racing for 30 plus years. And I'm just aiming to progress it up from there.
There's a couple of drivers on the grid that obviously are still fairly new to the sport, like Jack's one of them, but in the last year, the leaps and bounds that he's made.
What I was saying was we've done a lot of work on the car this season. We're looking at making the car lighter as our main focus of this season. My dad and me are working on the car. My dad's a major sponsor for me. He's also kind of like my race coach. He's teaching me with all of his years of experience and coaching me through learning how to drive, and has been for the last 3 years.
The confidence he's grown in his driver craft and racecraft last year come on in leaps and bounds, so I think he's really going to be one to watch this year, and he may get some good results, and I think he's on to maybe get a class win here and there, and hopefully he'll do well in his class overall.
So my biggest rival, at least, it's not a rival yet, but he's the person I'm gunning for this year, at least to try and keep up with him, is Paul Watson. Paul's got a car similar to mine. I'm doing a lot to make it equal to his in terms of weight, speed, power, so that it will come down to skill. And that's why I'm trying to get in the hours of racing in practice.
Got my car currently being prepped, a few marks and dings I picked up over the race this year, or last year now. So just getting all the bumpers and the arches redone, repainted, so they look nice and fresh for the new season. Here we are in the workshop. This is that engine I was just talking about. That's going to get put into that E36.
We had a club previously, which was the BARC South East Centre. For various reasons, that went by the wayside. The guys that we had involved with that club, we all got together and we got in touch with Richard Culverhouse, who previously formed the Classic Sports Car Club, but retired from that. And we brought him back out of retirement because we said, we need a club for drivers that are based in the South East. We've got a good bunch of guys, they want to go racing. We need a banner to run under. And he said, yes.
Finally, we've made it. Day one, race one of Beyond the Finish Line. Thank you for helping us choose the title for that one. We've gone with it, we're sticking with it. We are at the almighty Castle Combe, where I think one of us have gone off in the past. But we've met all the race drivers, we've done everything else, and hopefully at this point, we've got enough footage to make an incredible series for you. And hopefully we'll have this place, not us, but Castle Combe in the race series, we'll be able to make this place look even busier, ready for race day one tomorrow.
£5 to my slush fund. So first thing, layout of Castle Combe, if you're not aware of it, the assembly is just past race control there. They will call you up, but keep an eye on the meeting, they do run ahead. There is a winner's car at the end of each race. The idea, as I understand it, having read the paperwork diligently that was sent to me late last night when I was already on the beer.
You're welcome.
No worries.
We'd galvanised this group of drivers, numbers well over 100, and they've continued to support us and to come and do the races and the meetings that we've put on for them and the track time that we've bought with other clubs.
Please make sure your PPE, all your overalls, helmets, gloves, boots, etc. is all done up properly before you go to...
My name is Matthew Rowling, I'm 45 years old, I live in Billericay in Essex. Things are going to change. I have actually got a couple of sponsors on board. Refined Automotive Detailing, who have got their company down both sides, so yeah, watch this space.
My name is Ian James Seal, my age is 65 and I come from Bexley Heath in Kent. When I was spectating here, I saw the club racing because they formed, I think it was a year or two before I started racing with them, and I saw the mixed category of cars they had, and it was a new club. I think they were born out of the BARC South. Rod can correct me on that one.
We had a club previously, which was the BARC South East Centre.
But I liked the mix of cars they had, and I liked the format of the racing they did too. So that's why I joined them.
So it really has evolved into a members club, and we've looked after the drivers and they've supported us. So yes, it's worked out very well.
There has been a lot of issues with people wearing their harness with a buckle far too high up the body, okay? It's down there for a reason. It's not to hurt the family jewels, it's there to hold you in the car. And that whole driver's briefing was not an April Fool joke, okay? Thank you very much, see you later. Thank you.
Nervous, but there's always nerves before you go out anyway, but this is a new track for me. I've not turned a wheel on this track, so when I go through that gate and get off the track, it'll be the very first time.
I'm excited, I'm not too nervous, I'm alright. Get a couple of good laps in early on and then see what happens.
Last time we spoke to you, we were talking about your golf.
Yep.
Yeah, what happened to it?
I got bored of beating Martin Scott all the time, so I thought I'd have a new challenge. No, I'm joking. Mechanical failure, had quite a big off at Brands.
What a prick. What a prick.
I took it as my time to get into an M3. I've wanted one for a while, so I took it as a bit of a burden that I'd had a crash, and it was a sign to change into an M3. So yeah, so I can try and chase some of the other boys in theirs.
Well, there's plenty of rivals out there, guys out there who have raised their game this year, people like Adrian Bradley. There's plenty of good drivers out there, but also there's drivers that are winning their classes. So as far as the series is concerned, over the year, I'm also watching to see how other guys are succeeding in their class as to where the overall title is going to go.
As you can see, the car is on the trailer. I've had an early bath. The car let go, the engine let go going through quarry, and I had to retire the car.
It's a circuit you've got to treat with respect, so you don't dive for every last inch on the track. You know, if there's somebody that maybe hasn't seen you going into the corner, discretion might be the better part.
Yeah, it was good. It was wicked. I got a podium, third place, class win, but frustrating because I was getting back markers at the wrong time and stuff. So, like, Rod and the Ginetta were going through just before the corner, and I was catching them on the apex, no turning, so I was having to back out. So I was going them up on the laps, and then they'd just get the legs on me after the back marker, and then I was reining them in again. But yeah, it was just, I think a couple more laps I might have been on Rod.
It's gone really well, actually. First time we've raced the BMW here down at Castle Combe, and we were comparing it with the lap time that I did last year in the Escort, and it's actually a second a lap quicker. So, you know, we're really pleased about that.
Did you hear what happened to Martin's one as well?
No, Martin Scott.
Yeah, Martin Scott.
Oh no, what happened to him?
You know, you're in fourth, fifth, put the foot down.
So I heard it rev up.
And it's just sort of
yeah, as you came down here up to the first verge, it was like, wow.
No.
I think you tried sort of getting
I tried a couple of different gears to think, is there something wrong with the gears?
Yeah.
Because I've had it all apart. Yeah. Everything selects, everything works. It's just not, something's not meshing or the diff has gone.
Well, I don't feel so bad. No, I mean, the thing is, you don't want to see, you want to see everybody racing. Everybody who's come here today, you want to see them qualify, you want to see them race and have a good day. Especially if it's someone you know well, you don't want them to fail either. You know, We're all here, we're all club racers, you know. We're not like, it's not like the BTCC where we might hate each other and stuff like that. Well, maybe one or two we're not that friendly with, but we're all friends.
Right, so we're going into race 1. It has absolutely thrown it down, and the floor is still wet, so they're all changing them over for wet tyres. So hopefully they'll be able to get some grip.
As you can hear, probably in the background, it's raining.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. He's happy. I'm not happy.
My rain dance worked, Jack.
Yeah, it did. I'm just not comfortable in the rain. Not done enough track time in the wet.
We've also already spoke about on camera. It hasn't deterred me at all, and I do like the rain because it's a leveller. So the faster cars, it makes it an even playing field. So there's more opportunity to gain places and stuff.
Yeah, for those that are comfortable with it.
Obviously you've got Dave that's been worrying about all his panels shaking, so he's going back out, still hoping to chase Jack.
Well, I mean, do you think Dave might give you a run for your money?
Yeah, I reckon Dave can give me a real run for my money. Once he's gotten used to the car, it's just, he's swapped quite drastically from front wheel to rear wheel, power difference. So yeah, once he's used to it, it'll be good.
And then you've got Paul that's on the same grid line as Rod, so Paul is going to be desperate to chase that man. Not only that, you've got Martin has got his drive shaft back in.
Just 10 minutes ago, I was speaking to you.
Yeah.
The car's good done.
And now you can see a massive smile on my face. Because the car's fixed. Drive shaft issue. Where I'd changed it this year for longer shafts, but I also got a spacer from America and used that as well, really unknowing if it was going to be too long. And yeah, sure enough it was. It's punched its way through the other side into the cup, and that's why I lost drive.
So he has been allowed to go back out and race.
But you've still got a target paint on my back.
But I've still got a target paint on his back.
So let's go to the action.
Just now with these changeable conditions, just trying to find a setup that will work.
Yeah, 50-50, literally, it's just a gamble. But I'd rather play it safe on wets than on slicks. If the wets are going off, then it's my control. If slicks get on the wet, there's no control.
Gamble how wet the track is and how much grip we've got. So it's really, this is going to be a gamble.
I am very fortunate to be married to a lovely wife, Gemma. Hello, Mrs. Watson. Gemma absolutely is petrified at the race start every time, but then once we settle into the race, she does calm down a little bit, and yeah, if I have a good result, she's as buzzing as I am.
Yes, I am married. She knows it's my passion. She knows it's a sport which I've chosen to do, and yeah, she's very supportive in that respect.
Obviously, it's everyone for themselves when we're out on the track. Before the race, we're just all in our zones, and once you get in the car, lid on, we just concentrate on how I think the start of the race is going to go, and where I'm going to put my car, and try and make the most of the start and try and gain places.
On the restart, I've done an Alonso. All tactical. Yeah. Well, on the restart, Adrian was only chuffed, wasn't he? Yeah. So I thought, right, I'm going to let him go. Them two are going to take each other off, and I'll come through. Exactly what happened. Oh, really? I thought, I'll let you two go, because I know what'll happen. You two can have a couple together. But Adrian's car, mate, is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so not just that, but it changed direction like a fucking house fire. It was like that, all over Rod, like one side, the other. I'm like, how are you doing that? Not fucking going sideways.
I made 2 or 3 attempts to get past Rod, but I don't think he was having it really. So there's quite a lot of defending going on. And then he moved to the inside, I moved to the outside, I locked up, ended up going across the grass, and I came out of the bend. I don't know what happened to him. Then Watson got past for second overall, and then I still carried on going for third.
So, and I followed Rod through, just like, so if we get it done, so should Rod.
So you've been disqualified?
I don't know yet, he's gone to the footage.
You better not have. That's out of order if that's disqualified.
Basically, out of nowhere, Paul was told he could be disqualified for overtaking on a yellow flag.
I didn't even think I'd done anything. I just followed what Rod done, because he had the flags, he had the same flag. I was that close to him, I had the same flags as him. So I just followed him. So if I'm getting done, he should get done as well.
But then,
Take two.
Overall winner.
Lovely.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Good. Brilliant. Amazing. Yeah, no, it was good. Started third, got second. So yeah, another podium and another class win. Can't say better than that.
Watson's upped his game definitely, and yeah, really puts on the map with that. So yeah, fair play to him, and yeah, good, very pleased. Be a mile.
Oh no, I don't mind Paul getting the victory. No, that doesn't bother me too much. I'll get him on the next one, and then after the problems in the first race, then he can have that one as well. That's all right. There's plenty more races to come.